have like I have a feeling that you're just for doing this for sake of argument.
I'm not.
You are. You have to be. Like, this is the most
we
ridiculous.
Didn't agree on
this
4.
This is the most ridiculous you've ever
today.
been. This is the most ridiculous you've ever been.
No, it's not.
It is.
We didn't agree on 4
Paul,
until
Paul,
today.
As long as I've known you, Paul, this is the most ridiculous you've ever been. And I'm saying that honestly.
We didn't agree on 4 until today.
Paul, your text. Did I need to repeat myself? Kyle, do I need to repeat myself?
Talking about which one, 3:30 or 4?
You can't
Which
agree.
one?
You can't agree to the text and say, okay, cool, that's good. And then the following day go, that I didn't confirm anything.
It doesn't matter what I said to the message.
So what you say doesn't matter.
The point is.
So when you agree to something, it doesn't matter.
Stop talking over me.
So what?
Stop talking over
I
me.
need to address that really quickly.
No,
so what you
interrupting.
say, what you confirm doesn't mean anything.
You're interrupting. You're interrupting. I can't argue with you because you talk over me.
You're not arguing. You're being delusional. You're not arguing.
I can't.
You're not having an actual discussion. You're being delusional.
Can't even
I just showed you proof that you confirmed to 3:30 or 4, and the following day you go, well, we didn't pick one or the other.
Can't even talk to you.
I'm not kidding about my statement. This is the most ridiculous you've ever been.
I can't.
And I feel like you've digged a hole so deep that you're like, oh fuck, I might as well just keep digging it.
That's not it. I can't even talk to you.
Go ahead.
No, I can't because you talk over me. So and then you say, okay, I'm giving you the floor. But then 5 seconds later, you talk over me again.
Go ahead.
No, I know you do that. But then 5 seconds later, you talk over me again.
Okay, I'm giving you. Go ahead.
No, you're going to do that. And then 5 seconds later, you're going to talk over me again.
As soon as you stop talking, I'll address whatever you have to say.
And then you'll say something. And then soon, again, you'll just be talking over me again. So there's no point. You just go right back to it.
There's no point because at some point, I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah, a point very soon. And then I'm certain of.
Can you plug my thing back in? You just unplugged it. This is the most ridiculous you've ever been.
No, it's not. We didn't agree on 4.
Paul, we agreed to 3:30 or 4.
I tried to explain to you.
Don't act like that says, I didn't finish. You're interrupting me. I didn't finish. Don't act like we said from 12 p.m. in the afternoon to 9 p.m. at night. We agreed a time frame that was in 30 minutes. It's not that much of time. You were 30 minutes late today.
If people that have busy schedules, 30 minutes is a big deal. If I got here at 3:30 and just waited on the concrete for 30 minutes.
We texted you this morning. He texted you this morning to reaffirm 4 o'clock was better for him because he got off work at 3:15. And then an hour and a half before we're supposed to meet, let me finish. An hour and a half before we're supposed to meet, you go, you guys never told me what time. This is ridiculous. No response.
I told you that.
And then he showed you the proof.
Can't talk.
You're interrupting me again. You just did it again.
I know, but we already
You
went
just
over
interrupted
this.
me again. He showed you the proof where you agreed to that he told you 4 o'clock was the exact time because he didn't get off work till 3:15.
We already went over this. I forgot I saw that text message.
We've gone over this, all of it, more than once.
So why do you keep bringing it up?
Because I don't know if you're arguing for the sake of arguing or if you honestly believe that you're in the right here and Kyle and I are in the wrong.
Don't bring Kyle into your side.
Kyle expected you here at 4 o'clock today. And we agreed yesterday to 4 o'clock, to 3:30 or 4.
You change around the argument.
If you want to ask Kyle what side he's on, you can ask him.
I get like...
If you want to ask Kyle what side he's on, you can ask him. But if you're not going to, then I will. Kyle, whose side are you on?
See, I can't
Who's
even
right
talk.
or wrong here?
I can't even talk.
Who's right or wrong here?
Haven't even been able to say a
Kyle,
word.
and please don't play Switzerland. Please, who's right and who's wrong here?
I'll tell you exactly what happened, okay? The bet.
I don't even care really about the bets. I just want to know who's right and who's wrong here.
I'll tell you, are you interested in who won the bet, or are you interested in who's right or who's wrong?
At this point, the $10 bet is meaningless to me.
Okay.
The point of this is for Paul to realize that he's being ridiculous.
You might understand where I'm coming from if you actually heard me out.
I've heard you. I've given you several chances.
No.
And you don't have a valid argument.
No, you don't let me talk.
Yeah, I have.
No, you don't.
Can go? I'll give you a minute. Go ahead. Without any interruption.
Because I know you're going to interrupt me in a second.
So Kyle, can I go back to that? Can you answer who's right and who's wrong here? Please.
Are you discussing the bet, or are you discussing what time everyone was supposed to be here today?
Does it matter?
No, that was clear. 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now it was clear?
No, it was always clear.
It was always clear.
Yeah. I told you I forgot.
What? It was always clear?
I said
it was always clear that 4 o'clock was the time?
I said that we didn't agree on 4 o'clock last night. That was the bet. We didn't agree on 4 o'clock last night.
He wants you to calm down.
Wait.
Jack wants it. For those of you
So you
listening
just-
to us on iTunes,
Finally, we're on iTunes.
Jack just put his sweet cow paw.
Because he knows that
On
I'm like
Anthony's
really stressed
leg
out
to
because I have to
calm
deal
his
with a
ass
fucking
down.
maniac. But Kyle, just really quick so we can move past this.
Yeah.
Who's right and who's wrong here?
No, I think Paul knows he was supposed to be here at 4 p.m. He just was 30 minutes late.
Kyle, you know that's not the argument.
The bet's tough because it's kind of gray because no one got back to him.
Let me
last
repeat.
Night.
Let me repeat what the.
Let him talk.
Let me repeat the bet.
There
'cause
he goes again.
He just said the bet's hard. Let me repeat the bet really quickly.
Okay.
And then you can tell me if it's difficult, and you can tell me if I'm not delivering it correctly.
Do you want me to just deliver it? The bet was that we didn't agree on 4.
No, that wasn't the bet.
Until today.
You're already messing up the bet.
No, that was
You're
the
already
bet.
no.
Here, I'll
The
tell you
bet,
what,
no,
guys.
the bet,
Let me
listen,
play. No, let
the
me
bet
play
was,
referee.
I
Let me
said,
play referee.
No, the bet was. I said, Paul, did I give you the time yesterday before last night? Did I give you the time to meet
No,
earlier in the day? And you said no. Do you want to bet
We're talking about 4 o'clock.
earlier in the day? Okay. And I said yes. I did text you the time, and you said no. You didn't. No, you didn't. Then I pulled up a text that shows me saying we're trying to meet at the studio, 3:30 or 4.
Yeah, that's not.
And then you respond to the text. I'll pull it up so I can read it off exactly how you responded.
Send me a screenshot of that so I can at least give the viewers something to
He
watch.
said, okay, yeah, that's cool. We should try to not do nighttime because we have more energy in the day. Then he says after that, what about 3? Kyle says, I get off at 3:15.
What does that mean? He gets off.
So
It
so the
means-
bet was that I didn't say that I didn't say a time earlier in the day than last night, 11 o'clock at night.
No.
And I just showed you at 1 o'clock yesterday that I did. And then you agreed to it and said, okay, yeah, that's cool.
The bet was that we didn't agree till 4 o'clock, a definitive time.
Paul
until
wanted
today.
a specific time, I guess.
He didn't say that in the text.
Yeah.
He says,
That's
okay,
what you
yeah,
do.
that's cool.
That's
to the
what
text.
you do. You agree on a
Look
specific
at
time.
How is he?
And
How,
then,
how is he going to claim that he
Can I-
wanted?
can I
How is he
talk?
going to claim that he wanted a specific time when that's his response to the text?
Can I talk?
How is he going to use that as an argument that he wanted a specific time
Can I talk?
when his response is, okay, yeah, that's cool. That was yesterday at 1:30 through 1:39 p.m.
Okay, Paul, what happened?
He's forgetting. He's leaving out the text message where I said, okay, so 3:15, 3:30,
That was
3:45,
late.
and my bet was that we didn't agree on a definitive time of 4 until this morning. And he texted me
No.
this morning, and he said 4 o'clock.
You didn't say on a definitive time of 4. You said on a definitive time, and I gave you 3:30 or 4 yesterday
I said you
afternoon,
guys-
and you said, okay, yeah, that's cool.
I
said
have
you
the
guys didn't
solution.
let me
I just
know
can't
that-
believe.
I
I
think
can't
I have the
believe.
solution.
I
I
can't
said
believe
you
that
guys
his
didn't
text.
let-
I can't believe his text says, "Okay, yeah, that's cool," and he's claiming that he didn't agree to a fucking time.
Paul.
He's yelling.
Yeah, he's
I just
mad.
can't believe.
He's talking.
Kyle,
You're talking over me
really
so that
quickly,
I don't have to talk.
Please, can you just
Because
say
he
who's
doesn't
right
wanna
and
be
who's
wrong.
here? Please. If Kyle says that I'm wrong here, if Jan says I'm wrong here, then I'll leave it alone and say I must be crazy.
I didn't get a
I
text
almost
message
want
back.
to just say that so we can start.
I didn't
the
get a
show.
text message
I want
back.
you just. Why don't you just say who's actually wrong?
I didn't get a text message back that said 4 until this morning. That's it.
No one here. Here's the thing. No one gave him a specific time last night. That's the issue. You would think a normal person would see, he gets out at 3:15, probably not 3:30. Is going to be 4.
I don't know
A
what
normal
you
person-
have.
yeah,
I don't know
that
how
makes sense.
far you are.
That makes sense.
I don't know how far you are from here. I don't know what you have to do in
But
between.
yeah, you do.
If you
What?
said you get off at 3:15, if you have to shower, like
I love how you
going-
always
if
act
you're
like you have
going-
no
Can I
idea
talk?
what's going on
Can I
around
talk?
you. I love how
Can
he
I
goes like,
talk?
I don't know where you
Can I
live.
talk?
Like, what state are you in? I don't
Can I
know.
talk?
He always acts like he's like in
Can I
some
talk?
other space.
Can I
He has
talk?
no idea what's going on around him.
Can I talk? Can I
All right,
talk?
Please let Paul talk.
Someone says 3:15. I get off work at 3:15. I'm talking about what time we're meeting at the studio. I mean, I don't. You get off work at 3:15. I'm talking about a definitive time here.
Ju-
And I didn't get one until this morning, and that was it.
And you know it's perfect though. So he got a definitive time, but then he showed up again 30 minutes late today.
That's irrelevant. I did that because I knew you guys are always late, so I figured I would just be late also.
So he got a definitive time. He really needed that definitive time, so then he could be 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
And the question,
Because I'm dealing with you.
Kyle, can you really quickly just say who's right, who's wrong here? so we can move on?
Obviously gray, so he's not just going to.
gray.
It's not
It
gray.
is gray because here's the deal: is that
not
he
gray.
wanted an exact answer.
I love how he
night.
just says when thinking that you're dealing with a normal person, you would think that would be good enough. So
Every
that's how he has to describe
single-
you. That's how he has to describe you to make it a gray area.
Every
only
single
reason-
person.
That's
that
how he
you-
has to. And
Every single person that you would make a time with, to an appointment with, it's not like, oh yeah, like a doctor's appointment, like 3:15 to 3:45.
okay, really quickly, just we'll
4
end,
o'clock to
we'll end it after
4:30.
this. That's a valid argument. If your text right after didn't say, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
but
all I have
I
to say.
meant
That's
that.
all I have to say,
I
and I
meant
don't want to
that.
talk about it anymore.
That's
don't-
convenient.
Yeah, that's all I have to say because you said
meant-
if
I
you
meant
get
that.
upset, because you want a definitive time, that's a valid argument. But not when you respond to the text saying when I say 3:34, saying okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you
that's
just
all.
said that. I know.
That's all.
I meant that like as a general time frame. We were talking about what time during the day. That's why I said.
So nothing you
that's
say
why-
have-
Can I finish?
Yeah,
That's
nothing.
why-
But
can I
nothing.
finish?
Your
You
words
just
right
said-
now. Your
can I
words right
finish?
now don't mean
Can I
anything to me
finish?
right now.
Can I
So.
finish? We were talking about what time in the day. I said we probably shouldn't record at night. You said how about 3:30 or 4? I said yeah, that's cool. And then later on in the day, I was like, well, which one? 3?
Later on in the day?
3:15, 3:30,
Later on in the day?
3:45.
12 hours later,
No,
or
it was
11
like
hours
5
later.
hours later.
11 hours.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was 11:30 at night.
No, it's
Yeah.
12:15.
Oh, it's 12:15. Yeah.
AM.
The text
Yeah.
was the original text was at 1 in the afternoon.
It was at 2.
1:30, and he just said 1:30. Do you mean pull it back up again? Do you want to make a bet about that?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
What time?
No, I'm not going to because
So
he's
we were
not going to pay
talking-
his bet that he clearly lost.
So like,
what's
I
the
was
point
saying,
of betting
we were
with
talking
him?
about the time frame of which time during the day. You said 3:34. I said yeah, that's cool with me.
You
And
don't.
then
You
later
said
on in the
okay.
day-
You said okay. That's cool.
Yeah, and then later on in the day, I was like, okay, so what time? 3:15, 3:30, 3:45.
Later in the day, meaning 10 hours later at
Yeah.
night after we're already sleeping.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah, but 5 minutes later, you texted me.
5 minutes before
5
that.
minutes earlier, you
Hey,
texted me.
really
and
quick.
then you
I
were
was in
magically
bed.
asleep
No,
when I.
magically I was in bed. Put my phone on silent and put it down.
5 minutes before that, you guys were playing Call of Duty.
No.
No,
Maybe like an
not
hour.
me. Not me. I quit.
Like
I
2 hours
quit.
before that.
I had to do some editing. But okay. So anyway,
You know what's gonna happen tomorrow?
what?
Paul's either gonna text or he's gonna call and say, maybe I was a little bit wrong.
No,
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
Is that a dog? Did you guys hear that?
What? Yeah, either later tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, hey, Paul. I don't think there's any water in there.
He's gonna go. You know what? Or I'll have to ask him. I'll have to ask him about it. Like, hey, were you being a little crazy? Look, that's why he's laughing. That's why he's smiling a little bit. I'm gonna say, Paul, were you being a little bit crazy?
You did text
smiling.
me. I was on the phone. I was actually on a really important phone call, and you had called me. I was like, oh, okay, I'll call right back. So I called you right back, and then I didn't even do anything. And you said it felt so fucking good to
Yeah.
press ignore
You
on
mean
the
to
call.
read? You mean to read that text too?
Yeah, and I was like, oh wow. So maybe Paul did have a meltdown.
No, because
Yeah,
at that
you
point,
said it clearly.
I
When
forgot
dealing with
that
a
you
normal
said
person, we would know what to do.
4
But with
o'clock
Paul, we don't
for
know
that.
what to do because he's not a normal person.
Because at that point, I forgot that you had texted back and said 4 o'clock. Because you know when you read a text message half asleep, and then you go back to sleep and you forget about it.
Yeah.
He said, haha, ignore Kyle's call, and it felt so fucking good. It literally made my day. I touched the ignore button with disdain. That's what he texts.
Respond. What did I respond? I can't remember that.
And then you said, I've heard plenty of strategies for dealing with mental instability. And they say, if you find one that works, continue to use it. So I'm glad I can help you with your triggers.
I didn't even see that.
I just can't believe, Paul. This is the most ridiculous you have ever been. It's cool that I got to see you like this. Because
Okay, we have a few things.
interesting.
We have a few interesting things to talk about.
wait, so we're not going to finish that?
I think.
Are we finished? Can, all right, so can you just pay me the $10
It's
like,
not
tomorrow when you're saying? After you get back on your meds or something. Like he left his house too early, forgot to take him or something. I really want to hear someone else's point of view.
Well,
They like got to listen to this and then go, oh,
They didn't even get to listen to my side, so it's whatever.
yeah, no, you got to say your side a few times. It was just so ridiculous. No one could listen
What
to
were you
you.
going to say, Kyle?
I don't know if Anthony. It feels really weird. I feel like I know never mind.
What?
No, nothing. No.
What?
Nothing.
What?
No, it's like, it's weird.
What is? Just say it.
Nothing.
What's weird?
I hate analog clocks.
Can you just say it?
Was that
Can
an
you-
What is
analog
this, the
clock?
1500s?
Hey, can you just say what you're gonna say?
Why are you calling me from an unknown caller ID today? That's not what I was talking about. But why are you calling me from an unknown caller ID?
Wait, is that what we were talking about?
No.
Okay, go back to that. 'Cause
First, tell me why you calling me from an unknown caller ID.
Because I do that sometimes.
Why, creep?
Why is that a creep?
Why do you block your number?
Yeah, why are you randomly calling me from an unknown
It wasn't
number?
random. I was asking you to pick me up. It's not random.
From Highland Park?
No, from over here. I got my oil changed.
Oh,
Or Grace's oil changed.
Jesus.
Paul's sweating right now because he knows that he's wrong
No,
with this whole
not
argument. So
sweating.
he's
Oh,
a little stressed out. And he's like, fuck.
Can you touch
I
his
got. I
armpits?
dig that hole so
Can you
deep.
please touch his armpits.
It's wet.
Is it wet?
It's wet.
It's not.
It's wet.
It's not.
It's okay if it is.
It's not.
It's moist.
Okay.
I'm freezing right now.
Your armpit's
really?
wet.
Yours are definitely wet.
Are they?
No, I don't see, but I can tell.
No, I'm not hot. Oh yeah, I'm hot.
Your
It's only 'cause-
organs are burning up.
It's only because I'm. Is it warm?
He has 7 shirts on. So
I have one.
Were you the kid in high
Hey-
school that wore like a fucking like double collared tees?
Double collar?
Like we were like a red and a blue Lacoste.
No.
he
I
definitely
wore.
had it
I
popped.
wore.
Yeah,
He
it
definitely
popped
had it
out.
I
popped.
wore Lacoste. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I used to wear, with like name brand T-shirts with logo T-shirts.
Yeah.
I used to wear like a white plain undershirt underneath it,
Yeah.
so that like when I sweat, I made sure the didn't ruin the nice T-shirt.
Oh, okay.
It was like Hurley or Quicksilver or something.
So okay, no, I was. Why is there a new manager?
What are we talking about work for?
I don't know.
I'm there like 47 hours a week.
I don't know. Okay,
Like-
never mind. I'm so sorry.
Can you blurp out the Roosevelt too?
I'll bleep
Again,
it.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want our fans showing up to work and be like,
yeah.
"Are you guys even famous?" I thought you guys were famous. What are you like picking up bags for? Like what?
Oh.
And they're gonna be like, "Give me a taxi. I gotta get out of here."
I just created a lot of work for myself. I'm not gonna fucking
Yeah,
pick out
good
where
job.
the hell. I
What
said
were you
that.
gonna say that you didn't?
It had to do with work, so now I can't say it.
Okay, well, just don't say the names. You can say
Okay.
related to work. What? Go ahead. What?
You're limiting my speech. It's never a good idea.
All right, fine. What do you guys want to talk about?
How psychotic you are?
How psychotic you are? We can. Well, I have a treat for next podcast.
Oh, what is
You know how you brought in your wand? Like I have something for next podcast to bring in.
My
that we
wand?
Can, that we can try.
Oh, is it an? Is it? Let's do an unboxing.
The unbox. Yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be great.
Nice. What's that piece of wood you got over there?
I need it for my class. I went to Home Depot before here.
Oh, that's why you.
Because I
were
figured you
late.
guys would
Careful,
be late
careful
too.
with moving.
Yeah,
didn't
fuck
wanna
our
be-
times and fuck the times that we confirm because what the fuck for? You know?
I figured.
Who cares?
I didn't want to like not go to Home Depot and then come here, wait 30 minutes as usual for you guys, and then
Can you
say,
just really-
I should have went to Home Depot in that time.
Can you
frame.
just really quickly just think about how much of a contradiction you are and you've been the last like day?
No, when? How? Oh, because I was late.
Well, yeah, like you complaining about you first agreeing to a time, then you complaining about the time, and then you finally accepting that we did agree to a time, and then you showing up late for that time.
I agreed to a time frame.
And then you came in here and said things like, for people who are punctual and for people who care about time, I need an exact time.
Yeah,
And then we agree to a time, and then you show up late.
because I'm dealing with you. I don't do that with everyone else.
So
I would've
dealing
been
with
there
me,
exactly
you need
four.
to be a contradiction, the whole on contradiction.
No, I have to play your game. I have to be half an hour late so that I don't have to wait half an hour.
Why would you play a game with someone like that? Someone like me?
It's smart. So
Is it?
I want to.
So
be,
the next time when we agree to a time and you think you showing up 30 minutes late and then I show up 30 minutes late for your 30 minutes late?
Yeah, that's
so
why
we're
I'm-
all an hour late?
That's why I'm later every time. Look what you've created.
Don't
Imagine how it
give
is-
me take some accountability. Take some
There's no-
human responsibility for your actions.
You're-
Don't blame your life on other people, okay? You chose to be late because you wanted to be late.
You're always late so that you don't have to wait on other people.
Not true.
Yes, that's 100% true.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm
And if
I'm late a lot,
you've
but it's not because I don't want to wait on other people.
I think you've waited for me twice, and one of the times you left, and then the other time
Left?
the
When
other
was
time-
this?
The other
When
time,
was this?
The other time.
When was this?
The other time.
When was this?
The other time.
When was this?
The other time, you threatened to leave
Okay, when was the time I left?
when we were supposed to go to the gym.
When?
Oh,
I don't know.
Was this 2.5 years ago and you've held on to this long?
I haven't held on to it. Just because you have a memory doesn't mean you're holding on to something.
I
But
left
the other
you?
time,
No, I didn't leave you.
But I guess this is a
You're
good time to bring
exaggerating.
up.
You're
A
exaggerating.
couple of podcasts ago, I left my class, my important class, early so that we could
Oh,
So he is
yeah.
holding on to things.
so that we.
I
could,
love how you take it all on me, though. Even though Kyle's
So that-
50-50 always in all
No.
these things,
No.
you just take it out on me.
So
no,
that
I
we
wasn't part of that one.
And just so you know, that's partly why he doesn't take my side a lot of times, because he knows we're dealing with a psychopath. So he can never just full on agree with me. He has to like say it's gray.
I think that's
because
why he's
you'll lose your mind.
Or he's
No,
not-
there's no or.
Or he's-
There's no or. There was literally not a gray area in the argument, but he was just like, "Oh, it's gray. I don't know." When we're dealing with a normal person, I guess we're dealing with Paul.
or he's telling the truth, and that's what it is. And
No.
you're just so certain that you're right that
He is telling the
you're
truth.
making up another reason for it. Like it must be because he's a psycho, or he's just telling the truth. That could be it. Oh, I didn't think of that.
So, do you think you're saying?
I never said I
I'm asking.
I
Do you-
never said I was saying.
I'm asking though. Do you think you're saying?
No,
Okay,
but I think rationally.
not possible.
You think you're saying?
We're not talking about me here. And of course, I'm saying
You don't have to. You don't even have to answer it.
All right, guys. Well, that's
it's exhausting.
been the KAP show. Thank you so much.